Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So check this out, y'all. In this video, what we're gonna talk about? What we're gonna talk about is the imbalance of the market, what you need to pay attention to in these times right here, what's going on with the market, why is the market going up, why is it going down, right? Why is it so confusing, right? This is what we're gonna talk about today. I'm gonna give you guys some really good stuff. So be sure to watch this video in its entirety, okay? Because by the end of this video, you're gonna be more enlightened and you're gonna feel better about what happened, all right? So, first things first, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want a financial advisor, if you want financial advice, go talk to a financial advisor, all right? Also, like this video, y'all, okay? Every day we coming to you with life-changing advice, all right? Not advice, information. All right, so the stock market, right? All right, so on Saturday last week, I told you guys when we did the masterclass, I told y'all what was coming up this week. On Sunday, I reiterated it, okay? And then throughout the week, I've been reiterating it all week. Patience, discipline, right? We're going up and down. Data, trade less. I'm trading less. Go light. I've been saying all these things. If you lost money this week, if you're down on your P&L this week, you gonna see why I said that. Period. Okay? So, why is all this stuff happening, y'all? The thing you guys want to pay attention to, and we're gonna dive deep on this. The thing you want to pay attention to is something called the VIX. All right, now I'm gonna break this down and help you understand it even deeper, but you want to pay attention to the VIX. Okay, so the held steady interest rates. All right, cool, right? Market drops some, right? Gaps down, then it comes up. People are confused, then it comes back down, right? Whatever. Right now, we are trading inside of a range, but you got to know. So we're range bound in a sense. We're coming down a little bit, then we pop up. Then we come down a little bit, then we pop up, right? So it's like, what's really going on? What's the direction? There is no direction right now, okay? Now let me tell you why there's no direction. Because the VIX is hovering as well, okay? So this is what you need to understand about the VIX. And I'm gonna go to the charts and I'm gonna show y'all too. But when we're looking at the VIX, right? The VIX, basically what it follows is the S&P 500 volatility, okay? The volatility of the S&P 500. So usually when the market is doing good and when the market is like bullish, the VIX is like under like, let's say the VIX is under like 18, right? If it's at $14, that's really good, we're bullish, okay? But what happens when the VIX starts to go up after it was trading at $14? What happens? What happens is the market comes down, okay? The market comes down. Now, what happens when the VIX is up high and then the market starts coming down? When the VIX is up high, the market is down. And when the VIX starts to drop, the market goes up, okay? It literally does the exact opposite of everything, right? So, with that being said, if you could pay attention to the VIX and you know where the VIX is at, then you could get a feel for the market, right? So that's why if the VIX is down when the market opens up, then stocks are going to be up a little bit. But if the VIX starts coming up, then the market is going to start going down, right? And what I'm saying is in the current range that the VIX is in right now, which is like $22, $24, $25. So if you go back on a daily time frame, you'll see that when the VIX was closer to $30, the market was down. And when it dropped down about $22, the market was up. So what does that mean? That means that we're trading in a range, okay? That's why stocks just keep going up and down in a small little range. Now, what does this mean? If you're trying to swing trade, because there's no direction, your premiums are getting burnt with your Greeks, your theta. So the contracts are decaying because we're in a range and we don't have a true direction, right? Now, a great example of this is last year, okay? Let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this on the charts, all right? All right, boom, right? So we got the VIX right here on a monthly, okay? This is on a monthly time frame. Let's just do the weekly so y'all can really see, all right? So this was last April, okay? April last year. That's when we had to hit the bottom. The market hit the bottom, okay? Look where it was at, $59. Okay? So watch this. Let me do my two pane. So boom, and let me pull up the SPY. And we're gonna go to the weekly time frame on the SPY. Okay? Now let's look at this. The weekly. Okay, the weekly. It's the weekly. All right. So we go to the SPY of last year, right? I want y'all to look at this. Last year in April, the week of April 7th, the SPY hit 486, right? It was at 613 and it came all the way down to 486, right? 480 was the bottom. Now look at this, right? That same week, the VIX hit its high of $60, right? It is peak of $60. So the VIX peaked at $60, but the SPY hit its low of 483, right? So when you understand the correlation with the VIX and the market, then you know what's kind of going on, okay? So this is what happens when you are paying attention to this, okay? So this is on the weekly. I'm just showing you kind of how things were last year so that you could clearly see the correlation between the VIX and the SPY, which is the market, right? So now let's go to the daily time frame on the SPY, right? We're gonna go to the daily time frame on the SPY right here. Okay, and then let's go to the daily time frame on the VIX. Okay, so watch this. So look, on the VIX, we have a failed two up. So we gapped up and we started off higher at 27. But look at the SPY. We're on a failed two down. We gapped down and we failed to go lower, and now we're on a failed two down. So they literally operate, they keep crossing paths and they're inverted. They go the opposite ways of each other, right? So when you guys can understand this, it makes everything a lot simpler, right? Look at this. Yesterday, we had a two down, right? We came straight down on the SPY. On the VIX, we came straight up, right? The VIX gapped down yesterday, and then we gapped, what was it? So 2 days ago. So boom. Oh yeah, we didn't gap. The VIX was down a little bit, and then they popped up, and then SPY was down a little bit, tried to come up, and then it came down. Right? So the VIX went up, SPY went down. Okay? Think about this, right? So when you guys are, in the market, you got to understand like what's really, really going on here. So look at SPY. Now let's look at SPY. What has the SPY been doing? Okay? They've been going from here. This is the support level right here. 650. Okay, this is your support level on SPY, like a very strong support level. So 650, right? 650 is your support level. Okay. I hope you guys see this right here, 650, right? And then look at the height right here, which is all-time highs right there, 698. Okay, 698. Okay, so this is your range, y'all. Right, so this is your range. Okay, from 650 to 698. Now we're currently in a downtrend channel right here, right? Boom, right there. And right here, okay? So we could bounce at this order block and this support level. If we lose this 650, then we could really be coming down to about 635, right? But all you got to do is also pay attention to the VIX, right? Just pay attention to the VIX, y'all. If you pay attention to the VIX, you're going to be good money, right? You're going to be good money because all the VIX does is it follows the volatility of the S&P 500. So when there's a big move to be coming, the VIX goes up, and then we know that the market most likely is going to be coming down, right? And vice versa. So when you can look at both of these, you'll be able to know and tell what's going on with the whole market. The whole market, okay? So because the VIX keeps going up and down, right? As you can see, we've been going from $20 to $35. But we only went to $35 once, right? What's this height? $30. So the VIX is between 20 and it's between 30, right? Until we hold above or below one of these levels, we're not going to be going anywhere. All we're going to be doing is going up and down, right? And all this is going to be doing is burning the premiums of all the swing trades. So this is why it doesn't make sense to swing trade right now, because we don't have a clear direction. So if VIX comes below that $20 level, and then we start coming to $18, now we go bullish, entering the calls, right? If we get above $30 and we stay above $30 and we start to go higher, because you know that we came all the way to 60, right? Then it could get real ugly for the market, right? But you got to pay attention to both of these so that you can see what's going on here, okay? So you can use the VIX on the daily time frame for your day trades, right? And on the weekly and stuff like that. But if everything is going okay in the market and we're below $15 on the VIX, then what's going to happen? Even if we have a pullback in the market, we should continue to go up because we're going to be in a bullish trend, right? So this is how you can start to understand the market in a different way. This is why this week I've taken 2 trades. I let everybody get cooked. Okay? Everybody. Because I understand what's going on here. All we're going to do is go like this. That's all we're going to do. Now, can you day trade? Yes. But right now, it is a little bit more confusing. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where you blow your account this week like so many people did. All right? So what do I say? The more you study, the less you worry. This is why I say this. I'm not worried because I study. I'm not worried because I pay attention to the game. I'm not worried because I understand what's going on, y'all. All right? So like I always say, y'all, I hope that this video helped you guys out. If it did, let me know that this was helpful. All right? This is why I say don't make trading your life. This is why multiple streams of income is so important. Because weeks like this, you don't want to lose money. You just want to maybe sit it out and let the dust settle. When we get a direction, that's when we enter in our trades and we make our money. Okay? So, like I always say, y'all, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? Y'all have a great day. I'm going to see you guys later on today. All of y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.